Maybe not Joe, but I definitely lose to Oliver every day. His Grundy's pretty fierce, you know. Joe's Green Lantern's leveled up a substantial amount since the game came out, though. He was pretty fraudulent for a while there, but he's just good. He fishes out those back threes or the back ones really easily.
All right, I got this right now. All right, we got grand finals going into it.
So this is interesting. This Joe sent Oliver to losers in like the first or second round earlier, so Oliver needs to run it back, win 2 in a row here, correct?
And now we've got Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke is. I mean, Oliver picked Grundy in the first matchup against Joe, and that's a tough matchup for Grundy. It really is. Because Green Lantern has his air projectile, the downward one, which really just covers a lot of the territory that Grundy wants to be in. Deathstroke's a much better choice, if you ask me. His Deathstroke is pretty fun, too. It can do a lot of really cool things. Big damage, big boy damage. Not to mention just pew-pew. Yeah, exactly. Deathstroke, that's where Deathstroke wants to be in this matchup. I mean, he can rush down. It's really cool, but full screen is where Deathstroke really shines in this matchup. His Green Lantern, his zoning capabilities are pretty limited. I mean, they're not bad, but this is a great map for Green Lantern, too. It's got numerous stage transitions, and his combo, just the way the character's built, if you get a combo with him, it's really easy to get stage transitions with him.
Just doing my job.
Deathstroke going in. Oh, dropped it. Oliver doing his specialty. Anytime he drops a combo, he'll just run in and throw him. It's actually pretty smart. Ooh, picking off. Green Lantern always going for the interactable. Those air pistols are pretty nasty. Oh, we got guns. They're going all over, too.
Really in Deathstroke's favor by a far margin, just because he has far upside.
I wouldn't say that Deathstroke has a huge margin here. I would say that Deathstroke is favored, but not by much. Green Lantern is really efficient. He's just a very, very good character. He's good against everyone.
Besides, once he's got him over here in the corner, he doesn't have that massive range to just throw guns.
Yeah, exactly. And Green Lantern is one of the most well-rounded characters in the game. He's pretty easy to use. His combos deal great damage. And
yeah, I believe Robotekk told me earlier he was the Ryu.
Yeah, exactly. He's very much the Ryu of the game, I'd say. And Superman's probably Ken. So Oliver's...
Contract pending.
Like on this side, Deathstroke is over here. Green Lantern's over here.
I believe so, yeah. So that's 1 for Augustus. But coming out of the loser's bracket, he's got a long way to go here.
He's got a long set ahead of him, that's for sure.
Flipping his knife, looking at Reddit.
That's good, yeah. Although I'm more of a 4chan guy myself.
Yeah. Flippy flip.
Is that move invincible on startup?
It's very fast. As a wake-up attack, it's great because you can really exploit the invincibility frames of it. It's a good test move, just because it is so fast to tell whether strings are safe and things like that. Like just
how is he blocking? Like,
on block,
are you really negative, or is it, you get away with it?
you can generally get away with it. Certain characters can punish it. Many can't. And the hard thing is you can punish it, but it's hard to punish it
Beware my power.
with a lot of, really profitably. Deathstroke up close, surprisingly potent. Green Lantern's just trying to fish out those back ones. Green Lantern's, he's got that low that just he lunges out, and it's extremely good. It's totally safe, and it sets up all of his launchers and combos. I mean, he's a footsie character at his core. He wants to get in range and then poke around, just try and throw out that back one until it connects, and then you just hit confirm into the launcher.
I like that's a really close game as opposed to a lot of the other sets we've been seeing today.
Yeah. This is a great matchup, though. It's kind of boring to watch, just because, I mean, Deathstroke, if you ask me.
Guile versus Ryu is boring in Street Fighter, but if you can't appreciate a good fireball fight, you'll never appreciate
It's true.
what fighting games are about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, I didn't like it at first, but I eventually understand the intricacies and what's actually going on, and it's so cool to actually watch
Exactly.
Fireball wars go on.
There's that back one again. So Oliver missed the punish right there. He can, as soon as Joe overcommits and goes for the trade off that, it's all town for Deathstroke if he wants it. Gotta be quick though. See that wall bounce? The Green Lantern gets wall bounces off of every one of his combos. That's why the stage transitions are so good for him.
Because he can just get the free damage off of anything.
Exactly. Anytime he's close enough to the corner and he lands that back three,
Oh yeah.
they just send him flying. Free damage.
Does Deathstroke do anything even close to that at all? Does he have any good wall bounce combos?
Not necessarily, but Deathstroke combos are really good. He can get a lot of damage in. 1 bar a meter, pushing 40% is pretty easy actually.
I'm
Once
thinking
a
we might
Green
actually
Lantern,
see
always a
this
Green
matchup
Lantern.
go pretty far into the set here.
I think it will too.
Whether we see a reset or otherwise, I'm excited.
I'm really curious if this is just going to be Deathstroke Green Lantern. I mean, I think Joe only plays Green Lantern, but if Oliver switches it up, goes to somebody else, I'd be curious to see who it would be.
Okay.
I doubt it would be Grundy, but
Yeah, not in this matchup. it would
yeah.
seem.
I mean, the problem with that matchup is Grundy's best zoning tool is the Swamp Hands, and Green Lantern's best zoning tool is his air missile.
Yeah, where he shoots it down corners.
Right, so Green Lantern's going to be in the air.
He
The
can't
Swamp
get
Hands
anything
aren't.
off of it,
Yeah, the Swamp Hands aren't going to do any good really. You can catch him as he's falling with it, but
You're
that's
still going to eat someone on the way down.
exactly. It's just not a good situation to be in. He can trade off of it, but you don't even want to trade with that period. The Lantern's might. The lift, so good. So good. You got to respect it. Good throw.
I've seen a couple of them.
It's really easy for Green Lantern to do that. You can train your opponent to block low, make them fear that low lunge,
Dash up grab.
and then just dash in and grab once they're trained to block like that. Deathstroke's overhead, they're just super good.
You're getting annoying.
More guns. Lantern's gonna try and counter zone, but
He's probably going to be able to trade favorably with Green Lantern.
yeah. Flippy swords, more lasers, more guns.
Snipe him out of the air. Jeez.
Yeah.
Before he gets anything on secret.
I mean, look at that trade. You see how that works? Yeah, Green Lantern can't get the missile to connect. It won't go full screen, whereas Deathstroke can just stand back and just shoot.
Yeah. I don't know much about this game. What is Deathstroke's trait?
Deathstroke's trait, actually, it increases the damage on his guns. Maybe it makes him unblockable. Yeah, it makes his guns, any of his gunshots, unblockable for like 2 seconds. It's good, but it only lasts for like one ability. So like you trait and then you launch, you use a machine gun or something, and it'll only
Whatever
work
you
for
can
that
get your
one.
damage in, like, yeah, exactly. Okay.
He has a normal string where he pulls out a gun and shoots from the hip, and that's really cool if you trade with that, because then you get an unblockable hit. That's a
Beware my
normal.
power.
There's some really cool Deathstroke shenanigans that use that, but other than that, his trait is pretty. I mean, in this matchup, it's okay. The problem is you don't want to waste time turning it on, because there's an animation that happens. It's pretty brief, but the end result is that Deathstroke's trait is pretty
Right, you got
situational.
this just for free.
Yep, another one.
I didn't see it in the last game. He kind of kept making that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you can keep Green Lantern at bay, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Yes, we turn around this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
We might go 2-2 here.
Yeah, the other nice thing about Deathstroke's air pistol is that you can delay it like crazy. You can jump back to evade something, and you can turn on the air pistol just before you hit the ground.
Beware my
still,
power.
too. It's very versatile. The low pistol, well, it's good for catching people. It's pretty slow.
But does it work well in this matchup?
It works really well in this matchup, though. What Joe, I think, needs to do is be using the Green Lantern's minigun more often.
Oh yeah, the one that just kind of sprays.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to remember all this like, small amount of knowledge I know from this game from watching other streams.
The funny thing about the minigun is that it's not technically a projectile. The game treats it as physical attack.
Once a Green
Oh, okay.
Lantern, always a
So
Green Lantern.
it's really great in this matchup because if you EX it, it'll go full screen, and that's how you fight Deathstroke with guns. You know, you use your own. The other thing that Green Lantern has that he can use is like an air piston. He can jump into the air and use the piston to move through the air. Typically, when you see Deathstroke go to shoot guns and you know you're going to jump it, you can jump an air piston and then you're right on top of him too.
Looks like we're always going to the Hall of Justice here.
Yeah.
He's been getting unlucky with those 50-50s, I gotta say.
This is a great level for Green Lantern. He can take advantage of all the interactables, not to mention the stage transitions.
It might be the only way we can see the set end early.
Yeah. It could.
Otherwise, we could just get a cool reset here. We haven't seen a reset all day, actually.
That would be great. So this is either for all the beans.
Yeah, if Robotekk wins this, he takes a tournament. Otherwise, we're going to go into another bracket of best of 5.
Yep.
This will be.
Look at that, popping him right out of that interactable.
Now, what is with the deal with that battle ram? He used it earlier in a combo, but it just completely whiffed on Deathstroke.
Yeah. In this matchup, Joe's going to want to use it to get in, maybe.
Is it some kind of like projectile invincible, or?
If you EX it, you use it as a projectile, he'll just throw the piston.
Okay.
But on normal, he'll grab onto it and ride it across the screen.
Annoying.
It's okay. Typically, if I see Joe throw out a piston, I think he probably screwed up. He's not using it to get in.
45% combo.
Yeah, Deathstroke gets those big boy damage, especially in the corner.
Oh, he misses
Yeah, this combo is very efficient. Yep.
Is this going to eat up his freight while he's in transition?
It does.
That
It
sucks
does.
so much.
But by the time he lands, he'll probably reset too.
Okay.
So yeah, Green Lantern. Yep, there he goes. He can
Oh,
trade
wow,
again.
you're right, yeah.
So the delay on it is not too bad.
Yeah. You're right. You're looking at your game.
Yeah. The problem is it has a long recovery. So I mean, if you either need to get in and do something immediately, or you need to get just outside of range with it, so that they can't punish you for doing it.
Beware my power.
Nice. Joe's really good at hitting that lane. 38.
Okay. 2 or 1. You gotta go for 2.
So let's
Got
see.
your right one.
So that's Deathstroke's wager. I wonder what's going to happen here. Oh, okay, so yeah. Oliver's held on to a barometer, though, which is a wise choice. Oh, this might do it. Well, Deathstroke still has a wager, too.
Might use it here.
Oop.
Whoop.
Just getting rid of it.
Yeah, not a bad idea. It's close. It's going to be really close.
Yeah. Oh, this is dangerous, though. This is dangerous.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's going to chip him out.
Yeah. Unless he can make some miracles out.
Oh, here we go. Brackets reset.
Oh, my God. I'm going to put them both in losers.
This is pretty hype.
Contract fulfilled.
These guys are good.
Retrieving next.
I'm really pleased that Oliver switched to Deathstroke. He's been sort of sandbagging that character for a long time. So it's good to see him bust it out, not to mention in grand finals, too.
All right, back to the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, back to Hall of Justice.
Now, is there anything like a neutral stage in this game, or is it just if you guys choose your own stuff and then that you just do it?
The closest thing to a neutral stage, I'd say, is probably Atlantis, just because it doesn't have stage transitions.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
It's a relatively small
stage. It just has a couple of
stage.
interactables on both sides.
Yep.
and you gotta-
I mean, you can bounce people off the throne. It's a really balanced level. And it's nice, I mean, for characters like Grundy that want to be in the corner, it's an excellent stage because you're never going to transition.
We're not going to see that match over here.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
We did see it with the back roll game earlier. I believe that was you.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. That does look tough.
Yeah, it's a hard matchup.
Doing my job.
At the same time, Oliver knows all my tricks. He knows what I'm doing.
I gotta level up, create some cool mix-up game, do some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, turning on his little remote control car. Those air pistols are just destroying Joe in the air. He goes in for those missiles. Yeah. The cool thing is you can delay the EX on it too.
Okay.
So like you can burn a barometer and shoot out twice as many bullets if you want.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
And you can delay it too. It's really nasty, so you can kind of hit confirm it.
Nice, he is taking the life form.
There it is. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, he's gonna chip him out here eventually. He still has a wager
Beware
as
my
well.
power.
Then again, so does Green Lantern, but
Yeah, but it's not like he's gonna like combo. The next hit's obviously gonna kill him.
yep. Flippy swords on wake up.
Contract pending.
This is tough to watch for Green Lantern.
He took 2 games off of him, so it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It really isn't. Green Lantern's toolkit is just right, though. He can do things here that, you know, you just got to get kind of creative.
Now, what do you think these guys are going through right now in their mind's eye? Like in this matchup, like what do you think they're thinking of?
I think
Like
Joe's really frustrated with the guns. I think I
mean,
would be.
he's down a game now in the second set. He's got to think of something to get by this this wall of projectiles. Kind of.
Yeah.
All right. At least these pistols.
Oliver's just trying to respect what Green Lantern just does naturally. I mean, in a way, he's kind of got the advantage because Green Lantern, even though he is really balanced, he's kind of a
Beware
linear
my power.
character. You know what he's going to be doing. He's going to be fishing out the back ones, trying to punish you with lift.
Beware my power.
And those are things you just got to respect. And if you do that, the matchup becomes a lot easier. A lot of people struggle against Green Lantern.
Just how good he is naturally.
Yeah, he's just a naturally really
my
good
job.
character. Oh, that forward 3.
They just not kill. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind.
Yeah, you got the knockout.
I enjoy hurting you.
Joe, questioning what to do.
It looks so clever.
Yeah. You really have to play patiently. I mean, and focus on getting in. See, there it is.
That was nice.
The air piston.
You have to read that though. And
Yeah.
do something.
Exactly. Playing with Lex against Deathstroke is very similar because in order for me to get Deathstroke can outside Lex really easily, but to get in, I got to do typically an airport charge, which is like the charge.
Got
but
you right where I
again, I
was.
have to wait and time it until I get the opening where I can charge in safely.
Do you think Deathstroke's gonna wait until he gets some more meter, or do you think he's going to go below wager on 1 bar?
Oliver
He's got a whole
usually,
lot at this point.
if he wagers, Oliver likes to save a bar, which is, I think it's really smart.
Now that transition.
Because then you know, coming out of the wager, typically your opponent's going to have 0 meter, which can give you a huge edge. You know, if you come out of the wager and you can immediately EX something, it can be very, very good.
Okay.
Here comes the wager. Yep.
They're probably just
There's
not
nowhere to
wagering. If
hide.
anything, I wouldn't see him wagering. He'd probably wager 1 bar. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. You probably should have wagered something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, any life back at that point is really nice.
Big deal.
Once a Green Lantern, always a Green
Man, I
Lantern.
like that we got a crowd for like every finals match
Yeah.
that we've had going on here.
It's a good crew here today.
That Project M game earlier where just everyone was going nuts.
Yeah.
For your guy versus our guy.
The Donkey Kong, that was crazy.
Oh my god, I was... When you went Fox and started bringing it back, I was just like sweating over here.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I just can't.
Oh, and it's Hall of Justice
We
again.
can't not go to the Hall of Justice, guys. Come on.
This is crazy.
We ain't going anywhere else.
Yeah, Oliver tries to reset the
Can you
stage.
not,
Can't
can you not
get
go to a
it.
different stage after like you win?
So after you lose, you can either change characters or
Okay, so can you counterpick a stage though? Or is it always going to be 50-50?
it's 50-50 every time.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. It's pretty annoying.
It would seem like if you could just have a rule set where it just counterpicks, that would be...
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems tough, especially for this, because if it's any other stage, it would seem like Deathstroke would have a significant advantage.
Yeah. Going for that flip kick.
But I guess it keeps making it interesting, because now we actually have like a legitimate like champ on the side.
Yeah. Transition way far away.
Yes, yeah. Probably max damage, maybe.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna go one here too.
Yeah. Gosh, that EX forward 3 from Deathstroke is very strong. Getting rid of the interactables.
Not a bad idea.
Ooh, there it is again.
You think you can take it from here?
Where's that combo? I mean, I see him drop it so rarely. Until usually in situations like that, he's so trained to doing the back 3 that in the corner, the wall bounce really
Was
screws
that
him up.
just, yeah, so that was just positioning.
Yeah.
It's
You
too
know,
bad.
typically, if you get to that point, you're going to want a forward 3 when you're that close to the corner, just so you can control what's going on easier.
Nice freaking head.
There's another wager.
Got you right where I want.
Too bad he's getting 3 bars from that.
Yeah.
So close to it, too. Oh, wow,
That's
caught it.
still on his first health bar, too.
Yeah, just barely. He had to shoot a missile at him or something.
Oh,
Man,
he's
just
going
catching
for it, and he can't get in.
Situation. It's just turning into.
Yeah. Look at that. Forward 3s all over the place.
Nice throw.
Closing it out with the throw. Unwagerable stuff. Good move.
One more, maybe. You do it.
He could do it right now. Augustus running it back. This is revenge for Joe sending him to loser's bracket. Joe racking his mind as to what to do.
You just gotta think about it. This is actual money on the line.
Yeah. Switch to Ares. Play Ares. The god of overheads. Yeah, the stream.
I love it.
Yeah. It's funny stuff.
Begin.
Man, I sure do love the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, here we are again.
The
salt from Joe. Here we are again. I mean, the other option that every character has against Deathstroke is to just play patiently. Just crouch block, hit full screen, dash in, crouch block. Dash
You
in, crouch
eventually
block.
make up that difference on it.
Yeah, you can get in eventually.
I'm kind of tired. I've been doing this all day.
Oh, man.
He's got a lot of mirror to work
Look
with
at the
now,
reach
too.
on that lift. That was so good.
Is that like max damage then?
Ooh, man.
Oh,
Here it comes.
Beware
Oh,
my
it
power.
would have
he
transitioned,
killed
but it
him.
killed him, yeah.
Still got it. Still got it. Gotta be careful.
When's Arkham Pig? Oh, yeah, they're gonna fight in the mud here for all the money.
Yeah, we can see us go max games. We might as well at this point, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh,
I gotta fight for the finish. Oh, wow.
another throw.
We're getting a lot of those.
This is a very close match. Oliver can pull it out here. Oh, counter throwing. I love this. This is great. That back one. Gosh, Green Lantern can
So
just
solid.
do that all day.
This is gonna be close.
Oh, whiff punish. Very nice.
Finish him out with something?
Good.
Could he, like, what would he have gotten with the EX machine?
You're
gun
not
off that?
fast.
Like, is that possible?
Got
I'm
you
not
right where I
entirely
want it.
familiar on
It is possible.
But it's not beneficial, kind
Not
of.
necessarily.
I'll believe it.
I think.
I've never seen him try to like go for any meter wagering. He's always using it on EX guns
Yeah,
or EX pistols.
which is smart. I mean,
Yeah, it's helping him win these matchups. He doesn't need this extra HP if he's already putting him down with chip damage.
yeah, exactly. The chip is just so significant.
He might get it here. Just one more like missile.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
There it is. Down one. Poke him out.
Get hype.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Once a Green Lantern, always a Green Lantern.
Yeah, after this is what, team battle after this?
I don't know. We're gonna finish our melee finals, and then I don't know what we're gonna do after that.
Right on.
I kind of wanted to money match your guys' best Marvel player, but I'm super tired right now.
Yeah, Oliver and I got to drive back to Missoula
Give me some
tonight too. So.
watchtower.
Oh my God. Look at this.
You can't stop it. You just can't.
Yeah. We're getting so many requests for the pig.
Begin.
Let's see it close.
All right. This is it.
Now, if you were a betting man, who would you put this?
Beware my power.
I mean, we did see. I'm going to say Deathstroke win the first set.
Yep.
We brought it back to 2-2 again. Do you think there's anything that could possibly be done for this in Joe's favor?
In Joe's favor? Oh, man.
He's certainly got a good run going right now.
Yeah. He just needs to keep the pressure on it. If Green Lantern can get momentum and keep momentum, it's all his.
Maybe Oliver's had this mental breakdown that it's just been Hall of Justice so many times that he can't handle it.
Yeah. There's a lot of Hall of Justice going on here.
Wow, he got clipped by it. Oh.
Full punish off that. Oh, wow. Another whiff punish.
He's got a lot of meter built up. This will be big. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Here we go again. 40%. 38.
Not bad. And the interact.
Good stuff.
This is
Oliver. He wants it. Yeah. Lantern. Joe's got a big smile on his face.
Oh!
He's got you right where I want.
Yep.
He has to.
Yep.
You're gonna feel this.
Oh, wow.
Everybody bet now. Oh my gosh. It's not over yet. Never say die.
Yep. All right.
You're getting annoyed.
Oh, man. Totally could have punished that. Oh, that's it. Robotekk wins. Congratulations, Joe.
Once a Green Lantern, always a Green Lantern.
Thank you very much for joining me on commentary.
Yeah, of
by the way.
course.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for the event.
You guys can put this up later on our YouTube.